So the new season of Fire Force came out a few days ago, and factually, the last season was 5 years ago. I'm 20 now. That show came out when I was 15.
Hey Warren.
God, the wait was long, really incredibly long. And in the first episode back, season 3, I started watching, and I remembered why a lot of the internet does not like Fire Force. Specifically, just because of Tamaki. And look, I don't really care, right, about fan service. It's just something I've accepted. If you're watching shonen, you're gonna see fan service because shonen is for teenagers. The only shonen that, on my mind, that doesn't, no, all shonens have fan service. Hell, Gojo is fan service. In Jujutsu Kaisen, Gojo is the female fan service. There's just no male fan service other than the few little bits that the animators will cook up with those teenage girls over there, which I do not really care for, especially what they do with Maki in that JJK Zero movie. But it's whatever. Fan service is just a fact of life. Fire Force, when it comes to fan service, takes it that step that, you never really wanted, right?
Hey man, this look pretty good, man. Where your clothes?
We're going to talk about just fan service in anime because it is kind of weird sometimes, but also it's just acceptable sometimes to me. I don't know. I think the overall difference when it comes to fan service is how it's portrayed and who it's being portrayed to, right? If they're under the age of 18, I don't want to see that. Like, respectfully, I don't want to see that. One of the reasons that I like Fairy Tail, like, it was my first anime. One of the reasons I'm okay with, like, I can go and rewatch it, even though there's fan service. All those people in that show are grown. I cannot say the same about Fire Force and all the people that they sexualize over there. Yeah, no, Tamaki, Shinra, Arthur, all the new generations of, Company 8, they're 17, 18, they're still children. They're not adults, right? And I feel like that's the big issue for me. When I'm watching a romance anime and I see these teenagers in high school getting sexualized, I kind of squeam a bit because, like, that's not me. Respectfully, I'm not okay with that. And, there are some defenders who talk about waifus like they're sacred and it's okay to perv on them because they're, children, like this dude.
Who is underage, you're a sick creep and should be locked up.
But I am not like that dude. I don't think it's okay to perv on children, nor do I like to perv on children. So it came off as a shock to me from what I remembered from Fire Force that Tamaki was that character. I didn't remember that, but watching it, I was like, oh yeah, people hate Fire Force for this reason. And the author of Fire Force, great dude. He made Soul Eater too. He's a great author. But, he does do his best to keep the teenage mind engaged. And honestly, he did a really good job. When I first started watching Fire Force, I was a Tamaki defender. I would always explain, well, it's her lucky thing. It's her lucky ability. Because I went and read the entirety of Fire Force in, 2020, 2021. Yeah, they explained it. It was her lucky ability that made her always strip. I defended it back in the day. Now I do have some concern that this is a child, but still, yeah, these are my thoughts. At least, I understand, right? Fire Force is a really good show. A lot of these shows are really good shows, but as I get older, it's kind of harder for me to sit through each trashy isekai that has a harem for no fucking reason. I started watching one of the newer harem isekai that this came out this season, where the dude was an alchemist. Why are all these animals turning into waifus? Dog, your spider should not change into a fucking woman. Especially a child that seeks your attention in a manner that's kind of very weird. I don't understand that. I understand we're trying to appeal to the average teenage male, as in the shonen genre, but they can't be adults. Especially if the person getting isekai is an adult. Why are we having teenage harems? I don't know. Why are we having children harems? I don't know. It's just my thoughts for the day. Peace, love, and happiness, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.